Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, I send you love. Some days, everybody, getting things together is really easy, and some days it's difficult. I have been experiencing tons and tons of neck and crown pressure. My back is nearly healed over from yesterday's popping sensation that caused me to be very careful. It was the release, more release of energy, of course, which my old self or limited mind would have really felt that discomfort as a limitation a long time ago, because that is something that I have experienced since 2001 after my car accident. My back is always being pulled out. It's 9/11. Just wanted to make a note of that. It is here. It's time to get your attention pertaining to your life's purpose. If you hear that within this video, that message implies to you as well. So, let me talk about something. Something else, after doing lots of research, I was up a few times last night and decided to just kind of read. We will be having an experience Friday, March the 5th, where Mercury and Jupiter will be in conjunction of each other. And the next time that they will appear close, but not this close, will be March 21st of 2022, so next year. But this will be the closest that they will appear again. And I don't know the actual degree here. Didn't further do any more study on that because I was doing other studying. Bear with me here because like I said, because of my crown, I really wasn't going to even make a video today. That's the type of discomfort that I have, or issue that I am experiencing. If you have a problem with hearing the word difficulty, if you see the word difficulty as a setback in your life, please don't hear that word in my video. I can use it now because it doesn't hold the same value that it once had in my life. And you will find that when you go throughout your journey, that words that you once used to use, like the word hope. I talk about this to some of the people that do come and ask for assistance. Hope. There's a big difference when you are saying, well, I kind of hope I can get healthy. I hope I can have $1 million. I hope I'm going to find the love of my life. There's a difference between that and, oh, wow, I hope I can meet the love of my life. And you can hear the difference in the sound of my voice. A long time ago, I used to be, I hope. You know, when you kind of go down, your voice goes down and a little bit deeper. That means you don't believe in the word hope. It's just like faith. Yeah, I got faith. Yeah, I believe. Or yes, I have all the faith in the world. I believe in limitless power, limitless light. So you'll find it, and this is how you learn to balance between negative and positive, or duality, non-duality, or left and right, masculine and feminine. You'll finally get to the point of, okay, I am now learning opposites. And where do I want to be? Which side holds more power? Where can I gain my power at? So I just wanted to add that in there. Has nothing to do. It still has everything to do with what I'm talking about, because every single day we have a choice at what we are going to give power to. And that's what everything is all about. What are we giving power to? So we are going to have Mercury, Jupiter, and even Saturn is going to be floating by, and you will be able to see it about an hour just before the sun comes up, before sunrise, March the 5th, tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to get out there. I'm always up. Well, sometimes I'm up before sunrise. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I lay there in the bed and just allow things kind of be, and don't get out of bed until after sunrise. But I'm going to do my best. Let's see how the head cooperates with me. And I'm going to do my best in getting this message here to you. What we are always attempting to do, regardless of the planets, because not all of us have the ability to read the stars. Not all of us have the ability to understand how it all works and put things together. And that is okay. We're not all meant to know about everything. I don't know about the stars so much, and until I do more research, and unless sources giving me information, I just don't know. So, what have I done here? I've spent a couple hours sitting here trying to figure this out today. Trying to get the proper words. So we are going to have Jupiter and Mercury close by. But Saturn is going to be also giving a tug. But, so we're going to have I got lots of pictures here. Because we are dealing with Jupiter, Mercury, and I'm adding Saturn because Saturn is going to be off into the distance, giving a pull. You're going to have two planets that are working on the feminine side, feminine aspect of who we are. We're going to have Jupiter, excuse me, who is that masculine trait. But because we're dealing with, every time we're dealing with one planet, we're going to be dealing with its opposite. There's that tug and pull. And that's why sometimes it's kind of difficult to get in alignment. What we always have to remember is pull to the center. The center is our heart. Mercury deals with our root chakra. When it's not being used properly, Mercury becomes an internal desire. That desire of only for yourself, that I need this, I want that, I have to do. That limited self that is only out for your own personal gain. Also, it deals with that, the sexual desires, because Mercury, when implemented and used properly, becomes the sexual fire that rises to the crown and eventually, in time, gives you proper expression. Unites everything within us and reaches Christ consciousness. And I just had a bump in my heart. That almost caught my breath there. I had to push pause there, so please bear with me. I didn't want to keep you guys on hold as I was going, trying to figure things out. So what we're actually going to be, the lessons associated with these planets, is that we are going to be working with mercy, glory, and understanding. Going to be working with the solar plexus, the throat, and the third eye area. Mercury, again, this is something that is always in my video, that is always mentioned in my video. Mercury, although it is the messenger of the gods, when Mercury, the element of Mercury, is not being used properly in its expression, very negatively informed, which is also the side of the feminine aspect. When it is used negatively to weigh yourself down, to weigh others down, to think in the terms of I only, the limited self, more ego-based, more using love in a negative aspect, then it stays as lead, which is not being able to, you can't turn lead into gold. Lead is not being turned into gold. And then the process of turning lead into gold first is burning it. It has to be burnt in order to do so, but it needs a very fiery element to do that in order to transform it, which is going to be Jupiter can help with that fiery element. Of course, Saturn, because it assists in Jupiter as well, when processed properly, can do this. In order to have Mercury also, Mercury deals with the breath as well. When we have transmuted the energy, when we have gained understanding, gained mercy, we have understanding, and we're therefore able to utilize and express ourselves properly through the voice. So when we are working again with the elements and then our root chakras, because we're going to be working with the root chakra, because we are working also with the planet of Saturn, because I do apologize for being spacey today. Saturn again is dealing with our root chakra. When we are dealing with our root chakra, it deals with mostly fear, blocked by fear, trying to survive. This is, of course, deals with our sexual glands. And, of course, is associated with Satan. It deals with desires. We will also be working with the solar plexus, which is associated with Jupiter, This is again a fiery element. This deals when it is blocked, deals with shame, just one emotion. This will affect our adrenal glands. You guys know where it's at, located anyway. We will also be dealing with the third eye. And I'm adding the third eye because when Mercury has been properly transmuted and reached the pituitary gland, it transforms lead into mercury. It's ordinarily associated with the moon, so just keep that in mind. But in order to have a higher mind, the pituitary as well as the pineal gland have to receive the vital fluids. And like I said, I was not about to make a video today. I was going to post something that I already had in the back burner to give myself a kind of a day break here, because I knew I was going to be a little bit stuttering here, taking lots of pauses, can't get my thoughts together. And this is probably something that a lot of us are feeling. Now, this is probably why my back blew out. I would have said that a long time ago. Blew out. I felt it blow yesterday. Because the elements are still rising within me. I told you I have not been resurrected yet, if you will. So the process is still taking place within me. I don't know yet, and I'm very honest about it. Although we tapped in yesterday to Christ consciousness, we've tapped into it. There's still a period of, depending on where you are in your journey, learning everything that is necessary according to that goal. And then, still in time, which can be much later from yesterday's date, it could still be a year from yesterday's date, depending on your understanding of what you are going through, and learning to choose at which side of the scale you're going to be on continuously. This is an everyday lesson, opportunity to always get within the center of our expression. In order to be able to express ourselves properly, it has to go through the heart. And even towards the end, like when you are finally connected, completely connected, and you know everything about who you are, there's no denying that any longer. In order for the divine information, knowledge to come through to you, it has to be filtered in. It's going to come in through your crown. And before your brain can comprehend what it is, excuse me, it's going to go to your heart and become filtered out on its way back up through the thymus gland. The thymus gland filters, kind of like translates it into information, where it goes to your brain again and gives you somehow it tells you, oh, okay, this is it, to where it can come right back down and be produced out of your voice, your expression. So the days that you are really feeling foggy, the days that your head is really heavy, could be days that you're really trying to pick up on information. The side effect of receiving information being embedded within you, divine knowledge, you could be giving that, expression to be able to properly feed it to the world. I know from myself that's more than likely what I'm going through for the level of where I am at. I have a lot of good days of being able to properly express. And some days I don't. And I know that when I'm not, something is being given. And that's the form of compassion that I have for myself, and that I most definitely can see in other people. And that is something that I always ask of you guys as well. Give yourself compassion. If you are feeling something, a symptom within your body, it is an expression of something more coming to you. But when we get to that point of complaining of what we are experiencing, we're not only saying, I don't like this. We're also saying, I don't want it. I am not grateful for this experience, and nothing good is going to come out of it. We have to really be careful at how we are feeling. We have to really be careful at how we are expressing how we feel. Negative is negative. Positive is positive. And our heart always knows the truth of what we feel about something. That's why your words, if you don't understand what the meaning of hope is, stop saying it. When you say the word but, and you go down in volume or deeper in volume, and it kind of is, oh my gosh, I don't want it. You're saying you don't believe in what is coming after that but. You're giving more power to the but expression. I want to get healthy, but I really don't believe I can. I want to get healthy, but I don't have the money to do anything about it. I want to get healthy, but I'm always hurting. You know? You have to stop talking bad about yourself, bad about life, bad about everything. And in time, those words that were once used to weigh you down are no longer going to, because now you see the truth behind what it is. You've omitted the negative aspects of it all. And therefore, the way that you express it later on is going to lift you up. And this is all that internal process of transmutation that takes place based on the planets, based upon our experiences here on Earth. So I hope all that makes sense, regardless if you know anything that's going on in the planets with the planets. Your everyday experience is a reflection of the planets helping you understand about who you are, what your expression is now, and what expression you can have in the future. It's a process of you raising your vibration, changing your mindset, choosing where you're going to be, living from the heart, always staying centered, thinking of the things that are beautiful, surrounding yourself with more positivity, implementing more faith every single day. Learning what the true meaning of love really is in your life, in all life, and trying to become it on a daily basis. And I totally forgot to mention within this video that Altair is also going to be within this same visibility March the 5th, or the morning of the 5th. Now, I'm not sure it will be visible. But Altair is the eagle. So this goes back to the message that God gave me, Source gave me, Spirit gave me, the universe gave me. Oh my gosh. So it seems like ages ago. I'm going to say 6 months ago, maybe longer, maybe shorter. When God spoke, "Don't fear the eagles." And that's when, a few days later, I ended up hearing the sound of 2 eagles within my throat, speaking to each other. Altair, one of the eagles is a representation of the Alta Major within the throat, because it deals with wisdom, the voice, being able to properly express. And the other eagle, of course, is associated with Mercury, which is able to rise within the crown, the pineal gland. Once the pituitary and the pineal gland have merged together, you have that union within the crown, thusly creating the element of gold. So I wanted to add that to this video, and I'll let you guys know that. I'll talk to you guys soon. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.